Alright, hello and welcome to the channel. You're joining me here at the New York International Auto Show for day one of Media Day here. So should have a whole bunch of announcements. There's been some previews already. We know that Genesis has got a bunch of new stuff here, but might be a few more surprises. So we are going to go check out every EV that is on display here and do a deep dive on a few of the most interesting ones and try to talk about every single one that we can find here. So come along with me and let's drive. Alright, well, the New York International Auto Show isn't always the place that you get the most new product launches or announcements, but there's always one or two, and always a couple of surprises, so I'm kind of excited to see what the day brings with that. In the meantime, we're going to go check out what's on display here, see how many different EVs we can find. I'll tell you a little bit about each as we're kind of going through, and take you on a bit of a tour here. So we're going to start off over here on the Ford booth. Now, of course, Ford was one of the early entrants into the EV industry, starting with both the MachE and F-150 Lightning. And today, one of the main things that they've got on display here is this Switchgear, which is their performance-oriented take on the F-150. So this has got a custom drivetrain, these huge wheels, and basically meant to be a showpiece here for Ford in kind of pushing forward what electric vehicle technology can do from a performance standpoint. Alright, so this has got a 131 kilowatt hour battery, which I guess if they took in a non-performance version would probably make this a pretty big range king. But this is actually powering a 580 horsepower, 775 pound-feet of torque set of electric motors. So this is a dual motor 4x4 configuration here, and I believe they've basically got permanent magnets in both the front and the rear axles here. Yeah, so I mean, this one is this is not just a show car. You can see all the dirt and scratches and nicks on here, which is really cool. And this has been all around the country now, showcasing just what electric vehicle technology can do from a performance standpoint, especially going off-road. We've also got a display here of a bunch of the different versions of the Bronco. No EV announcements there yet, but fingers crossed there. I think it'd be a huge mover for Ford. And you know, we're all still waiting to kind of hear what's coming next from Ford in their T3 line, but for the time being, their EVs are really just the this F-150 and the MachE, which I haven't seen it yet. Maybe back here. Oh yeah, back here.
I think 40 is well, I already did that. Keep going. Yeah.
So here we go. Here's a whole lineup of Broncos. So many different configurations and trim levels here. We got Everglades. We've got the Bronco Sport. We've got what is this, Badlands version. Love the removable doors here on the Everglades. But yeah, just cool adventure outdoor lifestyle here. Interesting using, oh, those were ski racks for, I guess you could use them for fishing poles too. And here is the Wild Track one. Oh, very cool. Lots of display from the Bronco here. You know, for me, the main interesting point here is just how this competes with some other adventure lifestyle kind of brands like Rivian. Especially here, the Bronco Sport, very close in size overall to the R2 that we're going to take a look at later. But yeah, a whole bunch of Mustangs here. Interestingly, I see kind of a this is the track chair. So we've got a electric mobility solution here, and so this one is these are being provided to state parks to increase accessibility for them. Pretty cool. Never seen like a totally off-road adventure version of a mobility scooter like this before. Very cool. It's like almost military grade here. All right, and then got kind of the Mustang lineup here. And here's the MachE Rally, which I have not seen in person before. So this is a customization kind of trim level that is available to order now in the MachE. We've got these custom wheels. You have to let me know what you think below about these. Definitely rally inspired. I don't know exactly how I feel about them. Kind of interesting to me. But you've got this big rally spoiler. This some of the like racing stripes and details and stuff, just so that everybody knows you've got the rally trim here, in case the wheels weren't obvious enough. I don't think too much in terms of customization on the inside here. Oh, maybe a little bit in the seats. Oh, that's just lighting. Yeah. We got displays here of the driveline, suspension. MachE, Mustangs. This is beautiful. This is a new color for 2024. I think it is stunning. Sorry, I don't remember the exact name of this color, but it's really pretty, and I love these wheels here too as options. So this is the GT, obviously. By the badge. Yeah. Got a little store in here in case you want to pick up your Ford gear. Here's another. Here's like a actual customer available F-150 Lightning. And we've covered pretty much all of Ford's EVs already here on the channel, so not too much to go into in depth with these, but.
No, that's yours.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is not a Lightning, this is just the Platinum. Lightning's over here. Yeah, that one's there and here. Yeah, I do love the front trunk space that you get here and just the way that this opens up. I think this is superior to Rivian. Definitely a lot bigger than what you get in the Cybertruck from Tesla. And I think comparable to the Chevy Silverado, but I'm actually going to check one of those out in just a minute. Over here you can see Chevy's over there. This is the Lariat trim, and you can see really not too crazy in terms of pricing. Check out the inside here. And here is that the drive selector that actually folds down so that you can flip the center console here into a storage area. Got this huge center display screen here, driver cluster gauge. Yeah, it's a nice trim level here. Kind of nice compromise between like the really standard work truck and having a little bit of nice luxury here with at least the leather or leatherette seats here. Got ventilation in them as well. You can see quite ample space in the back here. And your truck bed. Spacious, cavernous, nice and deep. And then here we've got a MachE GT, another one, in whites. Lightning here. And Escape plug-in hybrid here. Yeah. So over here we've got Chevy. So Chevy is just starting to really get rolling here with their EVs. So we've had announcements. It feels like for such a long time now. We've been waiting on things like the Blazer and the Equinox, the Silverado, and they have actually started delivering, but obviously had some issues with that. Stop sale on the Blazer, which has now been removed, and can actually get some pretty good deals on them now. They've changed pricing in the last month or so. And Silverado, haven't seen too much in terms of like customer deliveries, but as the work truck, they have been delivering those, and you can actually rent them, hoping to get one on a trip coming up here. Where to start here? So much there. Let's come around this way, kind of in the truck area. This is your combustion Silverado. Another one there, Silverado High Country trim level. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know too much about pickup trucks, to be honest. Never been something for me, but it's amazing just how popular they are, and wow, look at how spec'd up they can go. This one's nearly $80,000. But how much space is in there and how nice that is. All right. You got your Suburbans, wondering when they're gonna be electrifying these. Tahoe also, so I have to think these are pretty close coming up on the roadmap. These are just such popular cars, especially around us in the suburbs. You've got to think that electrified versions will be coming soon, built on their Ultium platform, but not quite yet. All right, Equinoxes. Oh, this one here is the E-Ray, which is sort of electric. It's a hybrid here. Uses a electric motor to produce additional torque and kind of take the low power drivetrain. You can actually drive it. You can drive it around a little bit on electric only mode. I think they call it like quiet or sneak mode or something like that. You know, so that you don't wake the neighbors up when you're driving it. It's cool. I think I've seen one with the top down before. All the buttons. Great styling in here. I like this one better. I think last year they had it was all red. This one's kind of nice with the blue and the white. Yeah, lots of carbon fiber for sure. Take a look here first. This is our Equinox EV. This is the 2RS trim. So this trim starts at $44,795. 150 kilowatt maximum charge rate, 70 miles of range in 10 minutes, and 17.7 inch touchscreen in the center with Google. No more CarPlay here on the Equinox. Been a pretty controversial choice. Dual electric motors here, 290 horsepower. This comes with Chevy's and GM's Super Cruise, which is one of the better driver assistance programs. 319 miles of EPA estimated range, 57.2 cubic feet of cargo volume. Yeah, let's take a look here. So this is again the RS, which is kind of the sporty one here, so you can see with the red trim here. Nice display there. There's your cargo space with the seats down, so I assume that 57 feet is probably with the seats down. Yeah. I think this looks quite nice from the back here, especially. Yeah, and stop sales over on these, so no, sorry, that was the Blazer. And here we've got the Silverado.
And the new Equinox also 100% electric.
So this is the electrified version of the Silverado. I think this one is one of the better looking EV pickups out there. There's something about the styling. It's a little bit like, I don't know, more kind of sporty or something than the F-150 or the Rivian. Nice big bed here. Oh, this is my favorite feature where it kind of opens up into the cab. You can get the seats down. So this is, definitely meant to be more of a work truck than like a, passenger princess kind of mobile. But I do love this one. They're hard to find in the wild, but I've been hearing that you can actually rent one from Hertz in a lot of places now. So we're hoping to do that soon. But lots of room here, huge bed. Love that it's got, all of the little features that you want in a work truck, like the handle there to pull yourself up into the bed, this multifunction tailgate step here, steps on the side to pull yourself up in. You got the big running boards, huge charge port door, massive wheels. Inside a little bit here. Big screens here. All right, 400 miles of range on this. So I think one of the really interesting things that Chevy has done here is just beef up the batteries on these so much that you get just this massive range. This has Super Cruise driver assistance technology, 200 kilowatt hour lithium platform battery here. We've got 120 volt outlet in the front powered trunk. Wish they had that open for us, but unfortunately not. Four-wheel steer, I didn't know was an option in here, but apparently. And 350 kilowatt maximum charge rate here. So this is one of the fastest Ultium platform charging vehicles. Pretty similar to Hummer EV actually in the internals. Yeah, very cool. Love this color too. One over here, the RST trim. This one was an RST trim also, but here's one at least we can see a little bit more. Oh, interesting little sign here on the locked. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so this one, definitely in this trim, this is very comfortable, and this is not just like a standard work trim one. You'd be very comfortable in here. I'd say you can fit 3 adults super comfortable in here. And yeah, I love this red trim here on the RST. Goes with the Equinox that we just saw. So here you can see these giant screens. Not only is the driver gauge cluster one pretty big, but the center console one is quite spacious as well. Lots of storage space in there. Moving the center console. And seats look super comfortable. Yeah, very nice. And again, not open, but you can just see how big this trunk is, and you can see it's got the lip here where it opens up down here in the bottom. It makes it easier to get stuff up in there. Alright, cool. Let's see, we've got Trailblazer, a combustion blazer up there, EV blazer, Traverse, that's... Oh, here we go. Is it electric police blazer? That's pretty cool. Yes. You can see this one customized with I don't know, the stop stick and a bunch of police gear here, including the police tape. Pretty funny. I like the there's like extra kind of side pod lights here. A little add. Great tail light design here. And you just see the customizations here in the back. Interesting. Police computer in there, radio, scanner, all of that stuff. But yeah, look, I mean, it gives you a good idea just of how big these screens in here are and how much information can be displayed on there. Doesn't look like the software itself is really customized too much, but having the maps and stuff in there I'm sure is useful. Police pursuit vehicle. Look at the front plow in here. All right. And then here is the normal Blazer EV. So we've got these Aero wheel caps on here. Aero grille. So this is RS trim. This one, the Motor Trend SUV of the year, and starts at $54,595. All-wheel drive, 2 motors. These are 21-inch wheels. We have what's the battery in here? So 0 to 60 in 6 seconds with the rear-wheel drive version. 324 miles of EPA rated range on the rear-wheel drive. Not sure how much that drops on the all-wheel drive. 17.7-inch center touchscreen, so a lot of similarities to the Equinox in terms of like kind of the electronics and the underlying platform here. Take a look inside in a second. We got normal door handles on here. There's space in the back seat here for a car of this size. And there's these massive 17.7-inch center screen here. And you see, nice physical buttons in here, which a lot of EVs have been moving away from, and I think there's been some resistance too. People are excited to get these back. Good storage space. Big vents. Seats look, pretty nice and comfortable. I love all of these RS trim ones here. Gives us good comparison from vehicle to vehicle. And yeah, there you go. Sure, your Blazer. All right. So again, not too much new here from Chevy, but a few of these things we've actually covered before on the channel. You can just see a lot of manufacturers here have these displays, you know, with their EVs. Give you an idea of like some of the at-home charging and power options. So there's the GM vehicle to home enablement kit, which is pretty cool, and GM Energy Power Shift Charger. So it's like your level 2 charger. I wonder if that might be like a 80 amp one for things like the Hummer and the Silverado. I don't know too much about GM's charging here. I know Ford's got a similar one for the F-150 Lightning. And just stuff talking about here about Ultium. So you know overall, GM has been struggling to get their EVs out, especially the Ultium-based ones. Notice there's no bolts on display here because they've been discontinued. It's been announced that they will come back as Ultium cars, but I think it was probably premature for them to kill it off and not really have a succession plan already lined up. And then, obviously there's been challenges with the stop sale on the Blazer. Equinox isn't out yet. Silverado is really hard to find and really only in the work ones. So it's good to at least see that they're not giving up here, and hope that they can get past these troubles and get more of these EVs out, because they've got some nice options here that I know will appeal to a lot of people. All right, so next up here we've got Porsche and Porsche, I should say, and we've got the all-new Macan here. So do a little bit. It's really crowded. We'll come back in a second and see if we can get a little bit closer. But we will check this out in a second. And let's go around this way first. So we've got the exotic collection here. We have from Bentley here. Is customized. All of these London artwork on here. And for the noise, we got a forklift coming.
Great guy, though. This guy right here? Yeah, you know that. Oh, yeah.
All right, here we've got the Karma, not to be confused with Fisker. This spun off several years ago. They've been producing, started with hybrids, and now I believe this is the all-electric one. Let me actually bring this up here. Okay, so this is the Karma Kaveya, which is all-electric 2-seat sports coupe, completely carbon fiber body, range of over 250 miles, and top speed of 180 miles per hour. Goes from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, which seems to be kind of the new benchmark now for all-electric coupes. And we got the version here. We've got the invisible Koenigsegg car. All right, and over here we've got the exotic I'm most excited to see. Actually, yeah, most excited, followed by the one I'm next most excited back there, but we'll get to that one. This is the Rimac Nevera, which is the fastest production car, I guess technically on sale, although it will cost you a cool $2.2 million to get, and that's without any options. Average price is $2.5 million. So there's 150 total of these that have been produced and will be produced. This has just absolutely insane performance numbers and statistics. 1,813 horsepower from 4 total motors, pair of each at each of the, between the front and the rear axle. Each of those are permanent magnet synchronous motors. In the front, they produce 295 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque each. In the rear, also permanent magnet synchronous motors, 644 horsepower, 664 pound-feet of torque. It's got 205 miles of range. In 2024, they're producing 12 time attack trim level versions, which are even more ridiculous. not too much different in terms of specs and performance, but just different livery and customization on those ones. There'll be 12 total of those only, so good luck getting your hands on one. And those would cost $3 million. So this one itself does 0 to 60 in 1.85 seconds, making it the fastest, I believe, street legal production vehicle that you can possibly get. Quarter mile in 8.6 seconds, 258 mile per hour top speed. It's got a 117 kilowatt hour battery. Charges at, what I could find is that it only charges at 22 kilowatts with onboard charger. So I don't know if that's AC only and there's no DC fast charging here. Let me see if we can find the charge port here. But I don't know if that was just an omission or if you can only AC charge this. Although I guess, you know, you're probably not going to be road tripping this. This is to take out to the track. Yeah, I don't even see the charge port. I think it was in the back if I remember right. Yeah, not the best road tripper. So yeah, so each one of these is custom built to suit the buyer. There are a tremendous number of customization options available here to change the appearance of it. MachE, who's the founder and CEO of Rimac, he's got his own custom one that is absolutely incredible. You gotta look that one up, but super cool. And yeah, just I think that this one is so amazing in terms of, you know, just showcasing what EV technology can do from a performance standpoint and getting people excited about, you know, the potential and capabilities of EVs, especially, you know, people that are more interested kind of in the, you know, high performance, you know, sporting type characteristics of the vehicles. This is the monocoque chassis here is made out of this bare carbon fiber that you see, you know, the notes of here. This is Rimac itself is a Croatian brand, and it's actually got like a lot of support of the Croatian government because it's one of the most exciting and cool brands that's coming from there. There are 3 screens in the center here, so you can get a look in there. And the center entertainment screen can actually fold forward to give you some extra storage. There's a passenger display that shows speed, lateral G's, and acceleration while you're out on the track with this. There's a wireless smartphone charger above the center console, so you know you're not sacrificing daily usability here, so good commuting car. And then there are no driver assistance features in here, but I mean, really, would you want them? And there are 4 feet of cargo volume in here. I had to add that one because I think that's hilarious. But yeah, super cool car. Really not very many of these, and it's really exciting that they've got one of these on display here. An absolute kind of pinnacle of EV technology here. All right, now this is one of the other EVs that I was most excited about here. It's the Rolls-Royce all-electric Spectre. And this is kind of going the other direction here in terms of showcasing what EVs can do. This one in terms of luxury, comfort, and quietness. So absolutely massive bonnet here, we've got to call it, with Rolls-Royce. You can see here the little slot where the is it the Spirit of Ecstasy Rolls-Royce hood ornament actually pops up, and it goes down like this to give you better aerodynamics, to reduce both noise and we have a little bit more efficiency, to give you some more range. So this is, you know, Rolls-Royce is under the BMW brand, but so they've used like some of the tech here, but from what I've heard, they have done a lot of customization here, a lot of their own engineering work here to really tune and improve the electric drive and performance here to make this, you know, Rolls-Royce. I love this eggplant color here. It's really cool. I don't know if we can actually see, but there is on the inside, one of the features here is the roof has a they call it the celestial roof. It's got a little light pattern of stars, and they actually like do different lighting patterns and stuff. You have like shooting stars, and one of the customization options is that you can have the star pattern customized to your likes there. So you could have, you know, something like what the stars look like on a specific date that matters to you, you know, anniversary, birthday, that kind of thing. So just, you know, absolutely insane levels of customization and luxury here. Super quiet, of course, and you know, not bad in terms of range and stuff. It's a good road tripper.
That's right.
Oh, we've got Lotus here. Should have worn my Lotus hat. But yeah, Lotus now under the Geely brand, same as Polestar and Volvo. But yeah, this one's pretty cool here. This is the Elektra, which is feels like it's missing some letters for pronunciation's sake, but this is a all-electric SUV from Lotus now. And I believe that this little slot that you see here above the wheel is actually where like some of the cameras and LiDAR stuff will pop out. You can see another one up on the top of the windshield there. Pretty cool little like blacked out badge here. So yeah, this one, I wish I did like stats and stuff here. But yeah, this one is been garnering a lot of attention. It will be available for sale in the US here. And it's kind of a blend of like performance and just a really big departure from Lotus here. Been pretty controversial to longtime Lotus fans because they've been known for small, lightweight, sports cars for pretty much their existence. They were initially founded by Colin Chapman, and his thing was always reduce weight, but certainly going the other direction now. And I mean, Lotus has been kind of a troubled brand over the long term. And so it's good to finally have some stability there and backing here. And this really could be the vehicle that kind of changes and helps Lotus survive if it is successful. Just a big departure for them. Lambos here. There's the Urus SUV back there, and I've seen a ton of these around New York, and a ton when we were in Monaco last year. So check that out too. We did a deeper look then. Pretty cool green racing streets in there. All right, let's check out some of Porsche's new EVs that they've got here. All right, so this is the brand new Taycan. This is the brand, yeah, 2024 Taycan Turbo, 750 horsepower, 560 kilowatts, 774 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, 161 top speed here. MSRP $194,900. So this is a dual. So this is the Turbo S. So dual. Engine here, or not engine, dual motor. Porsche is one of the very few manufacturers making EVs with transmissions. So this has got a 2-speed transmission in the rear, and these are permanent magnet motors here, as opposed in the front and the back because it doesn't distinguish them, and beautiful daytime running lights here with matrix functionality in the EU, but we won't get that here in the US because of our dumb laws. Nice aero covers here. And this is just another vehicle that you can go crazy customizing in so many different ways. Screens in there. Come back to that one. All right, Cayenne. And here we go. Here's the brand new, just electrified Macan Turbo, all electric. So this is built on Porsche's PPE platform, which is one of numerous electric platforms under Porsche and the Volkswagen brand. So this is a 470 kilowatts or 630 horsepower powertrain in this turbo trim. 161 mile per hour, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. There is an entry-level 4 trim, which gives you the highest range, which will be around 300 miles, so they're not officially rated yet. There's also, that one will have 402 horsepower max, 136 mile per hour top speed, and 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. This has 270 kilowatt charging. It's an 800 volt architecture. That'll take you from 10 to 80% in 21 minutes. This is the same underlying platform as the brand new Audi A6 e-tron that just came out and just being announced. So in the base trim, this starts at $80,450. This will go all the way up to $106,950 depending on the trim level, and then you can spec out and customize way beyond that as well. Let's see if we can take a look inside. Oh yeah, so we've got the what do you call this, night something or other badging option on here, which shows that you spent even more money on it.
Like once you get the this is the same price.
Inside, amazing. Ventilated seats, storage there, lots of screens. Fairly small screen in the center there, but you do have 3 screens here, including the center screen, this driver cluster, and the passenger over there. You can see, since this is the, I believe this has got the Sport Chrono package, it's got the clock up in there for keeping track of your lap times. Got all of our wheels and stuff on the steering wheel here. Holders. Yeah, so this is actually available with recycled materials throughout, showing Porsche's dedication to sustainability. Here you can see this is one of the options that have in the Porsche nameplate here kind of blacked out. So there's a premium package available which adds 14-way adjustable seats with both heat and ventilation that you can see in here. Heated rear seats are available. There's a Bose stereo system. Like I mentioned, range is, I don't believe has been officially published yet, but expectation is around 300 miles on here, just based off of some of the other Porsche vehicles and kind of their targets. There's 18 feet of cubic rear cargo space, and with the seats down, that becomes 46.5 cubic feet. We've got the sizing on the instrument clusters here: 12.6-inch center screen, or sorry, digital instrument cluster, 10.9-inch center touchscreen, and 10.9-inch passenger screen. And this is CarPlay compatible, so take that, GM. And you can see. So this passenger screen is interesting because it actually tilts over this way and has, I think it's a lenticular display that makes it so that the driver can't actually see it and be distracted by it while driving, but passengers can watch things on there. Here's your super customizable seats. And then we've got the Panamera over there as well. Not EV. Alright, so up next here we've got what is probably the most interesting booth and least interesting manufacturer in terms of EVs with Subaru. Just every year they've got some incredible setup here, really kind of showcasing their outdoorsy, naturey, adventure vibe, and yet, just I don't know what to think of the brand. Feels to me like they're, maybe not on the verge of going out of right now, but just not really an inspiring strategy or vision here. Only full EV they've got is the one that they engineered together with Toyota, the Soterra, and on Toyota the BZ4X, and you can have them. They also always have doggies here for Media Day, which is the best part. It always brings a bunch of people over here. Oh, look at these good boys.
Definitely a mixed breed, He's a really good boy.
Anyway, we're going to pass through pretty quickly here. We've got Volkswagen up here next. I don't think anything new from them really here. Last year we took a really deep look at the ID.Buzz, and here I'll poke in there again because it's one of the more unique and interesting EVs that's coming out. Hopefully we're eventually getting it here. I don't know if we have an ID.7 here maybe we'll take a look at, but let's see. They also always have this where you can you sit here and drive, and then they've got little remote controlled cars that are out in the lobby over there. So it's popular and fun. But yeah, let's check out what we've got here. Oh, we do have an ID.7. All right, we'll check that in a second. Here we have a 1949 Beetle, and then the ID.Buzz. So finally, we're in 2024, the year that this will be coming to the US. Although they always have a EU spec one here, and I think that is what we've got here. Let's see. Yeah, so finally 2024 is the year that we should be getting this here. Okay, so I did a pretty deep dive analysis of this last year. Check that one out if you're interested in learning more about like specs and stuff. I didn't prep that for this time, but here you can just see, I mean, really cool vibes here. I love this. Can't wait to see these on the road. I think they're going to be a little bit niche, but pretty popular, especially like kind of, in California. I see a million of these being out there for beach and surfing cars. Let's see, what's of note here? So this is using the MUV platform, same as ID, all of the ID vehicles really. ID.4, ID.7 we'll talk about. ID.Buzz are all sharing that. In the EU, you've got ID.3, ID.2. I think there's an ID.6. How do they get 5, 6, and 7? Well, whatever. So same platform there. We have kind of this hallmark of the ID brand with the pause and play buttons. You can see the controls here. We've got still a lot of piano blocking here, which I wish they would change before it comes out. We've got the center screen and instrument cluster here, pretty much exactly the same as the ID.4. We've got USB chargers there in the doors, you can see. This center storage area here that actually moves. I think it slides back and forth in the US version, and in the EU one I think it comes out entirely and you can put other stuff in there. And here you can see the fold flat seats and how much room this gives you. So really nice seating in here. Obviously it's a van. You should be able to fit a lot of passengers comfortably, but I think this is probably what's going to sell quite a few of these. Okay, here we got the screen on now, so you can see the software there. Not necessarily the best-in-class kind of software here, but Volkswagen has been really getting a lot better with that, and some of their latest updates have made over-the-air updates available, and responsiveness has gotten much better since the initial launch of the ID.4. Yeah, so really a lot of space here. I think, great family hauler. We've got these trays here. Oh, this must be the US. Is it? No. Oh yeah, there we go. So they pop up like that. And a little pouch down here. You can see the awesome giant sliding doors here, which are cool. The IQ lights. This massive badge here. Look just the scale of this thing. Huge. Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we spent a lot more time last year, but here you go. And finally, going to see this one coming out to US roads soon. All right, now I'm going to do a dedicated video here on the ID.7 because I think it's the most interesting thing Volkswagen's got coming up. So check that one out. All right, so this is the ID.7. So I just did a deeper dive on this one. Take a look on the inside and everything. Just give you a quick peek here in case you don't want to take a full look, but pretty cool styling and stuff in here. All right, so we keep moving through here. We've got ID.4s. We've covered this quite a lot already on the channel. Our friends have got one. We've taken quite a few rides in and heard a lot from them about their journey. Pro S, I believe, is the trim that they've got. One of the more popular ones in the US here. So it's still a great option. I think with changes in pricing for some of the competitors like Tesla, especially, it's a little bit harder to recommend these now. But at least they have done some nice little quality of life upgrades, improving the software and stuff. I think the range has also gotten better, and charging maybe a little bit better in the 2024 version. So you just see, I like the seats in this one. Nice with the ID.4 little dot badging in here, and you can just see it's a little tiny refresh here, basically. A couple of meaningful improvements in terms of charging and stuff, but not too much. Pricing is starting at $38,995.
They have some great stuff going on with that.
So this has got an 82 kilowatt hour battery now. This is single motor rear wheel drive. Even in the Pro S? Okay. And let's say range here. What's our range? Too many things on here. I can't find it. Anyway. All right, so we're going here. All right, we got Toyota over here. Not worth spending too much time. There's your BZ4X with EVgo branding over there. If anybody really cares too much about this one, but we'll just take a quick look inside for comparison's sake. I'm seeing more and more of these in the road, and actually a lot of these as like rideshare and taxi cars in New York. So there you go. Yeah. So decent choice for somebody coming from a Toyota, or not all that interested in like the tech and kind of super fancy forward-looking stuff that you find in most EVs. But just I think really hard to recommend in terms of what you're getting for the pricing there. The competitors are just so much better in terms of efficiency, range, charging performance, and even just excitement. So not a recommendation for me. All right, we've got lots more combustion Toyotas here. We've got Volkswagens over there, and looks like Kia's maybe holding their event right now. So I'm gonna go take a look and see if there's anything for us to kind of catch there. All right, so we've got an EV9 here that we can actually take a look on the inside. So we'll do that. First up, we've got the EV6 GT here. So EV6 is pretty cool, and I think one of the more interesting looking EVs for quite a while now, but it's still really holding its own, and especially like they've just continuously kind of refreshed with additional trim levels here, and the GT for performance here is really cool. You can tell it's the GT by the neon green brake calipers here. So 77.4 kilowatt hour battery, dual motor, all-wheel drive, 576 horsepower, 545 pound-feet of torque. With these cool race seats here. Some neon green trim everywhere. That's a nice neon ambient lighting. Got this like bridge design here that gives you a lot of storage space, wireless phone charging. I haven't actually driven one of these, but I did cover the Ioniq 5 and 6 in quite a lot of depth before, which is kind of the sister car from Hyundai. All right, so we've got Honda here next. Done a short video before on the all-electric Prologue, but let's take a little bit deeper look here. So here it is. It's a Honda, and this is their first real all EV that is going to be available, like more mass market here.
The K4
nice styling wheels here.
and rewarding experience, fusing usability, design, and tech into a single comprehensive package.
All right, so the Prologue has got 296 miles of range. This is interestingly built on GM's Ultium platform. It's basically customized and like it's more than badge engineering. They've done a lot of customization here, but they take GM's Ultium platform and has a lot of similarities with the Blazer. But so far, at least, none of the problems that have come with that. So. 296 miles of range. There's a single motor drivetrain that produces 212 horsepower here as the standard. There's an available dual motor with 288 horsepower. This is the Elite trim, as you can see, which I believe is the top spec. Yeah, this is the absolute top spec, only available in all-wheel drive. Trim levels go from the EX in four-wheel drive, or also available in all-wheel drive, to the Touring, which is available in both, to the Elite, which is only all-wheel drive. This will do 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds. The front-wheel drive versions have a estimated range of 296 miles, whereas the all-wheel drive versions give you around 273. 21-inch wheels here, big glass panoramic sunroof. This starts at $48,795 up to $59,295, depending on that trim level. So the entry level includes heated front seats, dual zone automatic climate control, wireless smartphone charging. The Touring adds leather seats, 12-speaker Bose system, and memory seats. This has got an 85 kilowatt hour battery, 155 kilowatt maximum charging, which is pretty slow. But battery isn't like massive, so it won't take super long to charge. And interestingly, you've got like a lot of these Chevy buttons and switchgear in here carried over, which is different for Honda. Take a look on the inside in a second. So this is 8 inches longer, 5 inches wider than the Blazer EV. We have this 11.3-inch center display screen, which is built with Google Maps. CarPlay and Android are both supported here, unlike GM. We have an 11-inch digital gauge display screen in there. And then there's a heads-up display in this Elite trim. So overall, I think it's a decent first offering from Honda here. Interesting that they needed to rely on GM to do a lot of the underpinning engineering here, but it seems like they have added some worthwhile customizations on top. Back seat, I do like the coloring in this trim, kind of this like walnut color. Your USB ports down here, vents and everything. It's like actually helmets.
As well as the smooth elegance of this.
Tiny windshield wiper.
You're not coming yet. Okay. Just figured I'd come along.
Trunk space, pretty big for the size. The room here, 60/40 folding seats, no split pass-through, interestingly. No skis here. And decent amount of under storage here, tow hook, room for like your charging cable. Power, closing trunk. Inside. So huge gauge display here, really noticeably big. It feels even bigger than like our Rivian, whereas this one not too huge but decent. You got again kind of this bridge design here again that's becoming so popular in EVs for some extra storage space. These are wireless phone charging pads, big cup holders. They're like 80 symmetrical, so driver one is bigger. Center console storage here. I don't know what this pocket is for. Is that the phone charger? Oh, that's for storing your phone and stuff. Turn that off. And lots of buttons on here. Lots of piano black though. We gotta stop doing this. USB-C ports. And yeah, physical buttons for your climate controls. Here's those switches and stuff that are from straight out of the Chevy. And then sport mode, park brake, driver assist. Things in there. Voice control and everything. Heated steering wheel. Heated seats. Alright. So that's the Prologue.
With the power of generative AI to be able to provide information on many topics, such as stocks, sports, and
okay, that's our only EV on offer from Honda here, so we're going to keep moving. And with the where's the Motocompacto? Oh, there it is. So it looks like we're actually driving around on it. The Motocompacto is this little e-mobility scooter device that Honda is making, and kind of folds up into like this rectangular shape here to make it for easy storage. And I think people are pretty excited about this. I want to see people flying off of here.
access to team-inspired display screens. Through Kia Connect, owners will be able to follow their favorite
and we got the Jets partnership, I guess, interesting. And here we've got the Acura's first EV, the ZDX. So this is a luxury version of the Prologue over there. This is also built on the GM Ultium platform. So you have a couple different spec levels here, or trim levels here. There is the base A-Spec, which produces 342 horsepower in the rear-wheel drive single motor. That has 325 miles of range. There's also an all-wheel drive available with 459 horsepower, which takes it down to 315 miles of range. And then there is a Type S coming, which will do around 500 horsepower, take you down to 288 miles of range. So same battery options on all of these, which is a 102 kilowatt hour battery. This has adjustable air suspension. Starts at $65,745 in that A-Spec. The Type S is $74,745, and we don't know pricing on oh sorry, it's Taycan. This has got 22-inch wheels with these yellow custom painted Brembo brakes. Charging here goes to 190 kilowatts maximum charging, which adds 81 miles in 10 minutes. Interesting way to measure that, but decent. Not class leading though. This is a 2-row 5-seater, of course. Also has some shared buttons from GM. There's an 11.3-inch infotainment display, 11-inch digital gauge cluster. This is wireless CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. There's a 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen system in here. And this comes with Acura Watch 360, which is their hands-free driving and adaptive cruise control. Let's take a look on the inside. Cool color here. There goes GM buttons and switches. Yeah, the wire hanging out. That's good. All right, nice colors and stuff in here. Oh, very quiet. You stick your head in, you don't hear anything. We got this closing roof here. Pretty cool. Always nice to have that. A lot of EVs, you have this giant glass roof, but you can't close it, and it gets pretty hot in the sun. So this actually looks very similar inside to the Prologue. So you've got your wireless charging pad, this extra storage here. Here it looks like your cup holders are symmetrical, so that's what you're paying extra for. There's that center display screen. You've got all the same climate control buttons here in this horrendous piano black. And yeah, power button in an EV, sure. It's your driver monitoring camera. Center gauge screen. Yeah, I mean, just feels, it's basically the same as the Prologue over there, but feels a bit nicer. Bang & Olufsen speakers. And you have OnStar in here. Yep, showing that GM integration. Here's what it looks like in the back. The back seat and storage space. Take a look at the trunk. Okay, this thing wants to open it. Okay, that's the ZDX. Yeah, what do you think about this one? Kind of interesting approach from Honda and Acura here. Really feels like they're just kind of, it's like a pilot program almost with their EVs, seeing what works. All right, we'll come back to Polestar in a second for the Polestar 3. So over here with GMC, let's see, I don't know if they might have a Siera EV, but we certainly got this Hummer EV. First time I've seen one like in this silver color. So this is the SUV version, obviously not the pickup. If you're interested, one of my favorite videos I've ever done is taking the SUV and pickup out for a bit of a drive. Oh, this is not silver. This is that green color that I believe is like the standard here. So this has got the suspension all the way up in the top height here, looking pretty cool. But anyway, that video did a bunch of experimentation, tried out the crab walk mode, or the tank mode, whatever. Yeah, crab walk they call it here. As well as the Watts to Freedom mode, which is their launch control, which is I think it's 1,000 horsepower, 1,200, something like that. Just absolutely insane, and such a ridiculous vehicle, but I love it. I love that they took Hummer, like this brand known for kind of over the top, like almost wastefulness, and made it an EV. And of course, it's not the most efficient EV. It's its battery itself is heavier than a lot of other vehicles out there. So like you're not buying this because of the environmental friendliness of it, but it's just fun. And there aren't a ton of these. It's not like they're making these in like huge numbers, but it is just I think really something cool to get people excited about EVs. And I love these sort of like halo products for EV technology. So this is 830 horsepower, but I think I remember it being higher. 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. 298 miles of range, so definitely one you can live with. But yeah, I mean, I think this is an interesting kind of counterexample to our Rivian R1S. Just massive space in here. I love that you can take these top panels off. Be cruising out there like almost a convertible. Not enough EV convertibles in my opinion. A ton of space back here in the back. We've got all of this trim and notes to the space program and the lunar landings. Huge trunk back there. Anyway, if you're more interested in seeing this in detail, definitely check out the video that I did taking this out for an actual drive. We've got a Denali here. Is this a Sierra? Let's see, Denali also. What is this guy? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Here's the Siera EV. First ever Siera EV. Oh, bear with me, I'm gonna have to look at this paper here because I don't know enough about this. But this is also a GM Ultium platform vehicle. Basically carrying a lot from Silverado EV over here. This is the Edition 1 Denali trim level, I guess. 754 horsepower, 785 pound-feet of torque in the max power mode, up to 9,500 pounds of max towing capacity. So I guess that puts this in like the 10,000 pound kind of class. I don't know, it seems like a lot, but I don't do towing, so I don't know anything about that. Estimated 400 miles of range here, so pretty much the same as the Siera again. It says can DC fast charge 100 miles in 10 minutes. Makes it a little bit hard to, I don't know how many kilowatts that is, but yeah. 24-inch wheels here. 4-wheel steering. There's a multi-pro mid-gate offering 10 feet 10 inches of bed length. Okay, yep. Yeah, so nice seats in here. You got like this quilted kind of leather. Big screens. I mean, it's very similar to the this is the Siera, the Silverado, but the GM C version of it. Yeah, I'd love to take one of these out for a ride. I think this is super cool. Here's your lift gate here. Look at all of the power options that you got on there. All of those outlets there for powering your tools and stuff. And then, yeah, similar like multi-function tailgate design here. This bed that goes down, that's how you get your 10 feet 10 inches. And seats fold up there. Huge center display console screen, and then you got that little bar there to help it lift you up, which is pretty cool. All right, let's take a look while we're here at GM. We got Buick, and this is the Envista, which there's something new about this for here. Unfortunately, not an EV. I don't know if Buick actually has any like even announced. They certainly don't have any available right now. But I do like what Buick's doing with their design language and their badging here now. You can see over here the test track that Hyundai's got just for their vehicles. So Ioniq 5 and 6. I rode in both of those last year here, so I'm not going to do those again. Oh, they've got the Endo. It's like the performance trim level there. It's cool. Oh, and a Kona. It's the refresh Kona from last year. Oh, we've got their hydrogen EV. What's this called? The Nexo fuel cell one. I'm not the biggest proponent of hydrogen power for passenger vehicles. I think the ship's kind of sailed on that, and the infrastructure investment you need for this, is basically the same thing as replacing all of our gas stations with hydrogen stations, and it's a big enough problem to do that with EV chargers. I don't see it happening for hydrogen, and California is basically the only state that had any, and they're shutting them down, so not too much there to be forward-looking with that, but cool at least to see the tech here. So anyway, moving on to actual EVs, battery EVs. This is the Ioniq 6. Covered this in detail last year when it was here. I did a drive of that and sat inside of it, so check that out. Won't go too deep on this one. I do love the styling here. You don't see a ton of these on the road, but I'm starting to see a couple more. These won a ton of awards last year, as did the Ioniq 5, which is the one up there, the more SUV-ish kind of one. Not too much new here from these this year, but I think just great option. Absolutely leading the industry in terms of charging with the 800-volt architecture that underpins these. Super fast charging you can do, I believe it's 10 to 80% in under 20 minutes, which you just really don't get in other EVs. So here's the Ioniq 5N, which is sort of the performance variant. So checking out Infiniti over here. So their main announcement was the QX80, which is going to come this summer. It's this large SUV here, family option, not all electric. Big boy. Yeah, high up there, huge grill. Looks like their new stuff is the Tucson and Santa Fe this year. Also not all electric. yeah, I mean, for as much as excitement as there is around all of the electric stuff, there's just still a lot of ICE vehicles still being launched. Okay, so let's move on to Genesis here. They've got some of the most interesting stuff. So you can see, I love this orange line here of vehicles.
So this one I gotta like clip it in.
So this is the Genesis X Gran Berlinetta concept.
Yeah.
Really cool looking.
Sometimes you gotta be a little.
And so what we're most interested in here is the GV60 Magma concept, which doesn't really change much of what we know and love about the GV60, but just gives this awesome trim level here, race-inspired nod to, I think it was designed with Jackie X. Just really cool customization options on here. Look at the little tiny rear view mirrors, I guess to give more efficiency, less drag. Sweet tire, or wheel and tire package here. Got this spoiler. Yeah, so fully electric here. Again, same eGMP platform as the Hyundai and Kia. I've covered the GV60 before. Nice like mix of luxury and performance, and really good charging as well, of course, on here because of the 800-volt architecture. All right, these ones are cool too. Don't know too much about this, honestly. Not electric. It's the G80 Magna. And then their other one is another concept here. So this is the, I forget the name, it's an insane name, but this is their take on a full-size family SUV here. Crazy wheels. These Aero wheels. Okay, the Neolon, which is Latin for new moon. Concept. So we've got these coach-inspired doors that open here, kind of out this way, 90 degrees. There'll be lots of room to get in. So sorry, 2-row, not 3-row. Little tiny cameras here for the rear view mirrors, and you can see these front seats spin completely around 180 to allow you to have conversations and whatnot. It's been like a concept hallmark for quite a long time. We've got sort of this squircle steering wheel here, a little screen on the inside, drive selector knob, I guess, is up there in the middle. Yeah. Huge display screen here. I guess it looks like it pops up and retracts. Speakers everywhere. Down here. Pedals. Interesting sort of like twisted bridge here, including, can't tell if these are screens or not on. There's some more controls up here. This is running boards. And just this over-the-top purple quilted leather design here. There's like a little bit of storage space there. Huge screens up here for the rear seat passengers. Looks like they also maybe kind of, yeah, they curve up and retract.
Feel free, the seat rotates.
Yeah, so interesting concept, but definitely concept in all terms of the word. A lot of changes before that ever comes to production.